Chad. I don't know, but Chad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think he was on for a little bit last night. I think I seen him. Me, him, and Charlie and all was racing. Shit.
Yeah, I just changed my setup. God damn it. God damn it.
Alright, Chase. How do I go and make the screen bigger?
Well, once you start broadcasting?
Oh, sorry, what were we saying again?
Like right now, it's got my little broadcast
like
thing over. Yeah, it's got the little broadcast over there. Nobody's watching, no comments.
Instead of the options button, you're gonna hit the share button.
I'm already broadcasting now.
Already. It says you're already broadcasting?
Yes. Now, does my screen go normal size when I go into a race?
No, but you can change it.
How?
Right now you see the message board on the side and shit. Yeah, you can change that.
No.
So you're saying you're broadcasting right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, will that come off when I go into the race? Okay. Right. Broadcast settings. Yep. Advanced settings. Says display message to spectators and spectators comments. Yep. Yes, sir. Alright.
We're in a blue screen like right now. They can't hear my voice. They can only hear yours.
Well, right now I'm back at the lobby.
You have to be in the game in order to hear other people's voice. Just to clarify, you know what I mean? So now they can hear me. But that's what you want, right? The full screen?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yep. And it should be linked up, ready to go. Just gotta do the same thing that you did, you know, before the race or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Now, if this makes me start lagging, y'all let me know, and I'll try to see what I gotta do here.
Well, if you said you got good internet, it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see.
Okay.
Headline.
He's in my league, Headline. He's in the chat, too. Oh, y'all are going to Jefferson?
Yeah, he got into me earlier before I got in the party chat, but, you know what I mean, I just let it be. Yeah, but that man's been around for a while. Now he's just trying new setups that he got, yeah. You're talking about Ward BMX, right? That bitch has been around for at least 3 months. shit. That's cool, man. Yeah, I got, friends that, join the military and shit like that, that I can still, play a game with them on here, though, you know what I mean? Even though they're either overseas or one's North Dakota. The other one asked for anything on the East Coast and got Alaska.
Yeah, that's crazy how technology works like that.
Right, they asked him. I went straight out of high school. He was joining the Navy. Or no, the Air Force, sorry. But he was joining the Air Force.
Ready?
He asked for anything on the East Coast because that's where we're from. And they gave him Alaska. I got to hear about like the icy roads and all this shit.
Well, yeah, that's about as far from the fucking East Coast as you can get.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
It'd still be in North America. Fuck.
They could have given Hawaii. That would have been awesome.
I've never played like that. No, dude, like, you ask anybody that's ever fucking raced with me, I've never fucking crashed anybody intentionally, ever. Well,
No, what he's saying is it's just the drama of the egos and the drama, It just seemed like Shane just wanted to step away from it all.
well, this shit doesn't bother me. It's the intentional, like when people try to intentionally fucking crash you.
Stuff. Because they is some morons on here that think that shit's funny.
We used to have one that was nuts and
Yeah.
And the other stuff. They would purposely come in just to...
And that's the thing. Nuts is fast. If he don't get in here and wreck everybody,
Yeah,
he's
I've been in
quick.
a race before where it was a party chat. And he's like, I'm trying to race clean. I was like, bullshit. You're nuts, motherfucker.
Yeah, I knew that was a fucking ploy from the rip.
He's like, flat out's my friend. I'm trying to race clean this love. Oh, you're now going to try to race clean? Okay.
Yeah, that lasted for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Here to go, driver. Here to go.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. My bad, I was gonna...
All right, we'll get him next time.
Well, fuck, because Ricky, Bobby, and I do this shit all the time, too.
what are you doing? What are you doing
Oh
Saturday
yeah,
night, Shane?
yeah. Yeah, that's what we would like it would be like in like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, hit that one
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, it would just tell we're just the good old boys and just go bonsai
Never
through the
me, I
fucking
know.
infield.
You ever seen that? You know, like a guy wrecks your buddy in front of you, and then it's your turn. Like,
Headline almost got first on that one, buddy, on that time.
The fuck? I didn't even know you were in the race stack. How the fuck did you get second?
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
So gay,
Oh,
bro.
is that
You're in that
present?
12 car now.
I sent more than invite.
He was in here. I don't think the kid likes me because, like I said, he was wrecking the fuck out of me until y'all brought me in here. No, he was in the party for a minute though, wasn't he? And he left and came back. I think he was in here. I don't understand that too. That kid came on the scene real quick and all of a sudden was fast.
There he is.
Have a good one, bro. Welcome back, man.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
I had a few too many last night, buddy.
Starter.
Oh, we're good. Do you still remember the conversation we had or no?
You ready?
Oh, yeah, I remember everything, but
Oh, okay.
I woke up with a electric headache.
Hold your line.
Yeah, no, I went back in later that night after we talked, and then you were in there.
Bottom lane clear.
And then by that point, you were lit. The whole trolley was lit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
I
was
was-
like, fuck it, I might as well get lit.
I was cracking some jokes last night with the lemonade stand.
Sorry about that. Whoever 22 is here.
That's a shame.
I didn't do anything to me.
That car there is on your inside. Inside.
Oh,
Bottom lane
fuck.
clear. Use it if you need it.
Oh yeah.
No, he hates everything and everybody. You can't even look at him the wrong way. Oh, yeah. You get hysterical over a video game.
Well, there was little things like Roll Call and Ricky didn't like me. And they'd be the only lobby, like right now, this time. And I'd see Shane in there. I'm like, Shane, what the fuck? Why am I getting booted, man? I just want to race. I don't need to talk to the guys.
Shane, are you still behind me?
No.
Who's behind me right now?
It's me.
Chase.
Any lag issues there, buddy?
No,
yeah,
you're
lagging
fine.
like crazy, man.
Am I really or no?
No, I'm joking with you.
All right, good. Well, here's you another broadcast
Like I
to
said,
look
if you
at
got
for
good
laps.
internet, man. Oh, shit. Well, now, fuck. Where is he? There he is. Okay.
Oh yeah, and that's what and that was the thing. Like I hated being put in the middle of all that shit, you know, because I never had a problem with anybody. You know, I mean,
Alright,
like
you know what I mean? Like,
the only one I didn't like was that fucking hyper.
Yeah, same here.
no, that was because he was just.
Well, that's like-
That's because he slapped everybody.
Yeah, he would run you dirty. I don't care if you're faster or not. That's like Bellevue. I've raced with Bellevue for years, and so did Shane. But I've heard
It's like,
people say
I've
that
had
he started
Hitler
running his
one
mouth or
night,
whatnot.
me and him racing
But
on
I
here,
personally have
man.
never had a problem with the guy. He's always raced me clean. Always.
Right, I've never had I talked to because there's been plenty of times I've been on here where it was just me and Bellevue in the lobby.
Yeah, Bellevue,
bullshitting
no
and-
problem. No. He's good, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one night where like Ricky Bobby and Roll Car beat him. He got third, and they were tickled to death. Bro.
Well, I tell you what, me and Shane, and I know Headline did too, we all raced Bellevue and Bellevue Boys too on Heat 2 on the Eldora trucks.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
And
see,
never
that's-
had a problem with him. I raced him for 3 years on Heat 2. Never had a problem with him. And I tell you what, he was one of the and Headline too, was some of the fastest motherfuckers that you would ever race against and clean.
Right, never touch it.
And I'll tell you what, and Hunter, yep, Hunter, which me and Hunter's had a fallout, you know, but I mean, I ain't got nothing against Hunter, you know, nothing against him.
Oh yeah, no shit. He's Catfish's
But,
buddy too, right? Like,
yeah,
like,
and Catfish was
they all
back
knew each
quick
other
too.
back in the day and shit.
Catfish and T-Skins, but T-Skins started
that
his
one
shit
race
up.
where you dedicated that win in Catfish's car, bro.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yep, that was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
dominated, dude. I had just mentioned.
How is his mom doing,
like,
Haylon? I haven't talked to him.
Yeah, his
What?
mom passed away.
Yeah.
What? When that happened?
She passed. Well, it might have been like a month ago. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little,
Holy
that was a little
shit.
while ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know
he's been
nothing
on
about
here,
it.
though. He's doing all right, you know. Got to deal with all the, you know, the
Man,
drama.
I hate to hear that.
What to deal with when after someone's passed.
I'm fixing to text him if he's on Facebook. Man, I didn't know that.
Be right back.
Yeah, dude.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
He was on, like, we heard about it one night. The next day, he was racing.
Wow.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. My father
Yes,
has
yes.
sclerosis.
Yes.
He's just laying in a bed. He can't even stretch his legs or nothing like that. But the mind's all there. But the day he dies, I'll know he stopped suffering. You know what I mean? Like.
He's not on. Right.
Oh wow, that's right.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that was like me and my daddy. You know, my daddy had a spell a couple weeks ago, and he just now is leaving the ICU unit to go to rehab. And at first, when the ambulance got into the ER, they were saying he had an infection on his brain and all this. And dude, I broke down. I ain't lying. I tore my house apart.
Dude, I've been my dad. I had the unfortunate path where I watched my dad as a teenager deteriorate from multiple sclerosis. You know what I mean? So now he's in a VA home and he can't, you know, barely even get in a wheelchair because it hurts him. You know what I mean? So, but the day he passes is the day I know he's just in a corpse, man. He's there. He'll talk to you, you know, about old times. Every once in a while he loses a little bit, asks where his mother is. His mother passed 10 years ago.
Yeah.
My
Which, I mean,
you know,
with that being said, my dad's the same way. You know, he's not the same. He never will be. That instant, you know, it ruined him, you know. It's broke his spirit. He's depressed all the time. And now when you talk to him, his eyes, you know, he's looking at you, but he's just out there, you know what I'm saying?
But like the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was the same thing with when my dad, like my dad passed away 2 years ago. But I'd watched him for the last like 17 years with diabetes, just eating him alive. Because the first thing he lost his eyesight, and he ended up having to get one of his legs amputated right at the knee, one of his fingers partially amputated, and then right before he passed, they were starting to take like if you were to go from like the middle of your foot up to your ankle and down to your heel, like that triangle, they had to take that part of his foot off.
Oh man.
And it was about 2 weeks or so before a week or so before he passed. My mom had to go to the store, so I was just down there bullshitting with him, and he you know, he's sitting there telling me, he's like, kid, he says, I'm tired. He's like, I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. Like I said, I can't fucking blame you, man. I said that, you know, like I've watched it, and I was like, I wouldn't want to do what you've done for as long as you've done it.
I know, dude. That's what I tell my dad, because I feel he's told me that how many times, dude. And I've been to the hospital where they said, okay, something's up. He might not, you know, you got to go say your goodbyes. And he kicks out of it because the man is fucking strong. But I know that he doesn't want to stay there all the time, but he wants to survive. You know, it's just in his blood to try to survive. And really, he's just withered down. He's like a little skeleton, but he's got, you know, he's got his mind there. He flirts with the nurses and shit, but he can't stretch his legs out anymore.
Very wide, boys.
One of his hand kind of moves. It's, oh, man,
I don't think so. Oh shit.
All clear, all clear. Solid, 10 laps. Concentrate for me.
Oh, yeah.
Got one down low now. Got one down low. Inside. All right, now you're clear.
Oh yeah, because that's what because when he said that he was like when he was selling setups or whatever for fucking PSN cards or whatever.
Yeah.
I messaged him and asked him if he'd take a dick pic for a setup, and he never fucking messaged me back.
That's where that came from.
Hey, I
He
charge
probably
my
always talking about Shane getting dick pics or something.
I charged my brother for setups, man, but that's only because I had to give him setups 4 different times. I'm like, all right, man, this time you're
Alabama.
yeah. I was like, all right, this time you're paying for them.
That's the one thing I wish this league would have lasted, man. Cause I had fun with him and Robert, and I talked to Robert like about a month ago, but I haven't seen him in a while.
He was on here the other night racing with us, and
Was he?
it was kind of like the whole Royal thing. Him and Bubba touched, and Bubba, he started running his mouth off to Bubba, and one thing Bubba said was, oh my God, and he just fucking straight attacked Bubba. And I was going to let him run the league with us, you know.
Robert's
if-
good people.
Shit, sorry.
But
Oh, yeah.
Bama's got a temper.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I straight told him, I said, man, if that's how you're acting, you ain't racing with me. I'm sorry. Brother or not, I don't
We
give
were
a damn.
racing like 6 one time in his league, and I might have grazed him at Bristol, and oh man.
Yeah. And there ain't
I
no
was like,
point of
"Dude, just
that
take my
over a video
points.
game, you know what I'm
I
saying?
finished ahead of you, that's it. Dude, just take my points, you know what I mean?
We got 2 people watching us.
A couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
Stalkers. I'll watch later and figure
We
it out.
pretty much run the same line. If I'm not slipping, I'm right here with y'all.
Top 5. Nice.
Same here.
Oh, my.
Same here. He was like,
That
hey
kid
man,
wants
can I
us
join
all
your
here.
league? And
I
I'm
said
like,
nope.
no. He was like, why not? I was like, you're too young and don't know how to drive your car.
I'm probably holding everybody up there.
I mean, I straight told him, I was like,
what
once
one
you...
night to me, dude. He was like, Chase Carter, huh? Yeah, you do the broadcast for Dax League. And he said, well, fuck Dax League, because they won't let me in there. And I
Yeah.
was like, I see why.
You grow up a
You're
little
active
bit and
right
quit
out there.
door checking people, and I'll put you in my league.
Yeah.
Who's that? Get in it. No, I told you because you couldn't because you were on a wheel. I don't run wheels in my league. You told me you was on a wheel. I don't care if you run a wheel or not. You can run. I was just
that's the
bullshit
shit.
about that.
That's the shit I want. That's the shit I want to try.
Oh, Tough Enough just got a race computer, and I guess that's what he's going to. But he said he wasn't going to leave us. He said he's still going to run the leagues.
He's still going to race with us? Cool.
Mhm.
I like Tough.
What?
I like Tough. Yeah.
Oh, Tough? Oh, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I seen he sent me a picture of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He got a hell of a bike. Mm-hmm. Now, if it's, workable and everything like that, ain't nothing wrong with it, then yes, he got a steal. But if not, well, either way, he still got a steal because you can fix it, you know what I'm
Drop
saying?
Tyne, I've been seeing this guy. I don't know about the last guy, but the Drop Tyne, is that how you say it? 21.
Yeah.
I've seen him last night. He's recent.
I'd say he must be a hunter.
Might
There's
be
Sergeant
Hunter.
Sauls.
No, he must be a.
I've seen Sergeant plenty of times.
But yeah, Headline, you can join. The only problem is I've got a whole bunch of y'all coming in, and we might
Yeah, the
do
only
that.
problem is you're going to have to compete with Charlie and Super D.
Yeah.
Now
But,
you now decide what you want to do.
I've got a bunch of people coming in, and
Tie.
it's so many that I may have to run 2 races Sunday night, which I don't have a
Keno's
problem
in there
with.
too.
Yeah. But what I want to do this league is run A main and B main. What's up?
What about Dabs? Jury's still out on that.
Oh. Yeah, I need to get with Dabs on that. Chase, I forgot all about that. I'm glad you brought that back up. If he wants to run, then yeah, I'll let him run. Is he on right now? Do you know?
Starter has the green flag in his hands. Be ready.
I'll send him a message here in a minute.
Green, green, green.
I need to get him on Facebook. What's his name on Facebook? Ronnie Beach, ain't it? Yeah. I'll add him on Facebook. Damn it, Shane. Sling that motherfucker on the high side. Hell of a run. Oh, headline. Oh, headline. You know how to do that, don't you?
Still there.
You know how to fix that, don't you? Okay.
What? You just run balls out into fucking chase. That's how I'd do it.
Hold your line here.
Come here, Chase. Send it.
Draw clear up top.
Yeah, that's how you fix it.
10 to go. 10 to go.
Well, let me hit the brakes real quick. Downshift a little bit.
Stay low. Still there. Wow, that's
Quit touching me, Chase. I don't like it.
clear high. Clear high. Got one outside now.
Take it.
Top lane free. You're using it if you need it. Top lane free.
That's when it's fun. We go 3 wide for about 4 or
See
5
that?
laps, no
Prescott put me
touching.
in the wall.
Oh, whatever. I barely touched you.
Nah, I leaned on it a little too much and went up. Good race though, my bad.
I think me, Shane Holiday, and David Wallace was on Heat 2 one night. And, dude, we ran that track on Heat 2 Eldora for, what, 10 laps, Shane, 4 wide, and we
Yeah,
never
4 wide.
touched. And, man, that was some of the best racing I've ever had on a video game.
Oh yeah, that night was so fun. Oh my god.
Careful now. Still there.
Headline drove in there a little too deep. We're 3 wide,
Speaking of
boys.
3 wide, boys.
Lane free. You're using it
No,
if you need it.
maybe not.
I ain't going to be able to hold it. Shit.
Oh,
5 to go.
I was trying my damnedest to keep off Shane down there. Oh, hell of a slider, Shane.
Down low now.
I got him, bro. I'll get him for you.
Clear low, bud. Clear low.
Y'all watch that lap car coming up.
I used him up the
Oh.
whole turn.
Oh.
Oh god.
3 wide.
Oh god.
I'm in the wall.
Oh god. I'm nervous, boys. Let me get the high side. Yeah.
I'm pushing you, headline.
Oh,
Get it
never
rolling.
mind. I
Oh,
didn't
no.
want the high
Oh,
side.
no.
Dukes the hazard.
Oh.
Break. Get back in it.
Still there.
Oh man, what a fucking.
Hell of a save. Hell of a save.
Damn, I didn't know it was fucking Shane's birthday.
I'm up underneath
I'll have to
you.
give him this one.
Need you to stay on the bottom right here.
Yeah, he got a gift. You sure did, Shane.
2 more. 2 to go. All clear.
Woo!
Oh, look at me. I'm up here, man. I can run this high side, you dicks. Y'all come up there like you cleared me. Like,
White
God
flag.
I thought sure I was going to have you clear on that. That's my bad,
damn. Nah,
brother.
you're good, brother. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Hit that wall one more time, headline. Let me get a hold of you. Oh, I'm about to touch it. Yep.
Oh, Dak, fuck up. Oh, man.
Good racing, guys.
So, Dak, headline, I'll be sending a bill. It's already sent. Secretary said she's already done with it. She watched the whole thing happen. I already knew what the calculation was going to be.
Yeah, but Shane, when you go to announce Saturday night, you can get my car or Tata since we're both going to be broadcasting, live streaming, whatever. Well, y'all know the laps and whatnot.
Alrighty.
Well, then, hey, we'll just call it even, alright? How about that? No, we don't do all that now. Sounds good now. Yeah.
Headline, need to join the Facebook chat party thing in the Facebook
Alright, guys,
Facebook
everybody
page.
say happy birthday to Shane.
Happy birthday, Shane, asshole.
Hey, well,
If we
about a
lose
month.
one, Ricky Bobby get another?
In about a month it'll be.
No, I was joking.
Man,
Said
that's some
that's gonna
close
be your
lap
last
times,
one,
boys.
sir. Damn, never mind looking at the lap time. He earned it. Damn.
Hey, that one guy needs to be kicked, headline, whoever that was lagging. One of them new car. All right.
I think
Alright,
they're
good
gone.
deal.
Newbie. I mean, is that a good sign? Or
Yeah.
The only
I
way,
think I raced them the other day.
the only reason I ever kick anybody is they're coming in here and trying to wreck everybody or they're lagging. And then if they're lagging, I'll straight tell them, hey, reset your net.
Damn, man, you could.
That was
it.
harsh.
Real Ricky
That
Bobby.
was harsh.
No.
You
Damn,
should have
man,
let him run
calm
one
down,
time.
little Bobby, man. Let these boys get a chance, you know.
Yeah, I'm with Chase on that. I'm trying to do recruiting.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah.
hey
Newbies,
Chase, You better watch throwing that Hitler around. I know you've pissed people off with that
Oh
before.
God, man, why you gotta bring up drama? Shane, you're gonna go back in the closet now because you just started some drama again. Shane, come on. Oh, the Bristol one, dude. I had a reason. 2 practices, bro? Come on, headline. 2 practices, and then I don't get the invite.
Pineapple Express. Who's it getting played?
Oh, no, I know. I shouldn't have. Yeah.
Ready?
No, I should have just let it be, but...
Go. Pedal to the metal.
I know, y'all dicks. They were talking in the lobby. Hey, Chase, make sure to get an invite. Fuck y'all.
I need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there.
Under you, Shane.
Careful. Still there. Clear all around.
Now that's somebody I can't stand. Is Street King. Every time I race him, he door checks me. Every time. Yep. He's another one that if he would learn how to drive his car, he'd be a damn good person to be in the league with. But I mean, I don't know about his attitude or whatnot, but driving style, if he'd cool his shit down a little bit, he'd be good.
That was a great lap.
Yeah. Well, I'm making a rule for this next league. If the driver in front of you has already got the inside line, do not put your car where it don't belong.
All clear.
Like if I know, like right now, if I was close to you and you had already put your car on that groove down there, I am not even gonna try to put my car down there, because 9 out of 10 times that shit ain't gonna work. I'm either gonna wreck you or I'm gonna spin around and wreck everybody behind me. That's how I've always raced, and that's how I will race until I quit playing video games. Yep, and that's what he does. Yep, and I can't stand that shit. Now, last lap, anything will go on my lead, as long as it ain't too much of a hit. You know, don't just drive your car in there thinking you're going to door check somebody, you're going to get the lead and win, because I will disqualify you for that. If you do it more than 1 or 2 times, I'm going to kick you from the league. You're out.
Here to go, driver. Here to go.
Well, that's different. If, you know, bumping him up, you know, hitting him in this side to side, you know, and grazing across of him, and somebody taking their front of their nose and hitting you right in the door to get a win, that ain't happening. And that's what a lot of them do. David is bad about it. And I've been telling David for weeks now to quit that shit. I understand you may have a run coming on the bottom, but that's where you've got to use your head and think, I'm fixing to wreck this guy if I hit him. And then I'm going to spin my car around and wreck everybody else. That's why you back out. If you know 100% in your heart that you can't make that pass clean without wrecking somebody, don't do it. Exactly. And mine can't. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I can't. I can't run the lap times on the bottom as I can up high and in the middle groove. Now there's times that I can get down there and make it stick, you know, but I don't like taking that chance. Like I said, you know, driving in there for a lead and hitting somebody and wrecking everybody, because a lot of times you're not going to hold that. Right, and there's a lot of guys that's in here, and we're all level headed, and we all know it's a video game just for fun. But I don't know how some of these new guys are going to be, you know. But I've done told them, don't take nothing on here serious. If you get bumped, it's just like a Saturday night at your local dirt track. Shit happens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Pace car is off. Coming to the green. Be ready here. Green flag is out. Green's out.
No, I had to back out. Shane? Oh, okay, yeah. Seeing his internet's messing up. He's offline, yeah, I'll find him. Okay.
I had you muted. I got my contractors in my kitchen. We're in my kitchen.
Sunday.
It'd be Sunday night.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's going to be anywhere between 5 and 8 Eastern.
Thank you.
So we're trying to figure out, you know.
'Cause I got a guy. I don't know how long this league's going to run. You know, like I said, we're going to be running like anywhere from 13 to 15 weeks in the league. And I've got a guy that's worried about missing his Sunday night football, which, I mean, I understand that. People like football. And that's why I'm trying to work around it. And, you know, people's got to work that next morning and not do it so late. But either way, I mean, if I push it to 7...
Sunday night football, he don't have nothing to worry about this league.
Right.
Because football's not going to be back around
Exactly.
September.
And even with that being said, that's why I'm going to push it back to Eastern time, you know, 7, because that's still 6 o'clock my time. That way, if I do need to run another race with these guys,
That's
it's
not
still
bad
early
for me.
enough
Yeah, I like that.
for me to do that and get my butt in the bed and ready for work in the morning. So that's what I'm thinking, you know, and everybody will be able to still watch.
6 o'clock Central. And then
Yeah.
I guess what, West
Yep,
Coast
it'll be
5.
Central time, and then 5 for, yeah, what you said. But like I said, everybody will still have time to watch the football and get ready for work in the morning, and still have time to chill and relax and watch TV before they go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Right.
5 to go.
Hey now.
Well, what
Hey,
we're
now.
saying is that
I was lit last night, and I did a hell of a lot better last night than what I'm doing right now. Let's put it that way.
well, what we're saying is there's no football in this spring. You know what I mean? Football won't be back till next September. This league will be over.
I mean, I'm drinking right now, and I ain't causing no problem. But everybody is different. Everybody handles their alcohol different.
Hang on now. Watch out.
Yep. Nah. I tell you what, last night, as lit as I was, I ran my fastest lap here. And I mean, it ain't nothing impressive. It ain't no headline 7 or a Charlie 7, but it's 8.59. Well, I mean, I'm making a reference there, bud. Y'all excuse that power drill and saw in the background. Like I said, they're remodeling my kitchen. Yeah, it's close enough to 7.
1 more to go. That's a great run today for a top 5.
Yeah. No, he is a announcer for him and Chase Bow. And Shane will be too. It may, hey, speaking of that, Chase, AJT, I don't remember the numbers behind his name, but he said if they ever needed him to announce, he would jump in too.
Okay, so
That way I'm keeping you.
I don't want at the most 3 in there, man. You know what I mean?
Right, I'm just saying if we ever need him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you couldn't do it, or David couldn't do it, or Shane,
He's not
either
gonna do
way.
the league, though? He's pretty fast.
No, he said he'd rather announce it than he would do the league. But I'm trying to keep you ahead of the game this time,
Why don't
you know.
well, it's up to you, but why don't you just have David go back in the league, I guess, and then me, Shane, and AJ will do the...
Well, that's fine with me. If Dave wants to run my league, that's fine. He just have to work on his driving style a little bit.
I mean, is this why David, you wanted David because he broadcasts on the YouTube so you can see a different angle, or...
Yeah.
Or
That way,
want to be a broadcaster?
this is the way I was doing it, and I really liked it when Chalky and Rogan y'all did it. This is the way I wanted to do it. One of y'all watch the front pack of the cars, you know, like 1st through 5th, and then David can watch from 6th through 10th, and then the other person in the back half of the field. That way, if, God forbid, any drama does get started, it's all recorded, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, I didn't get to hear you right there all the way because you was cutting out. But, I mean, I'm not trying to brag about my league or nothing. But I'll say this. I have not won a single race this season. I've come close a couple of times. I've been a top 5 to a top 10 car all season, and I'm sitting 3rd in points. Charlie has the points lead right now with 1,055 points, and Ty's right behind him with like 960 to 980. Yes.
Yep.
No, he's in the main one.
All right, coming
But like I said, if I get...
Yeah, him and Charlie are still fighting for the points, but I think Charlie
Yeah.
pretty much got it. He's got one more.
If Ty can clean sweep Charlotte, I mean, win everything, he's got a chance, Chase. I don't. I'm out of it. I mean, I'm not out of it. I've at least got a top 5, you know, place for the league.
Well, yeah, you can change
But-
it, but you're not going to win.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? That's bullshit. Yeah, my bad.
But like I said, with that being said, I've not won a race all season, and I'm sitting 3rd in points. That just tells you. And I know Bellevue and Hyper and them, if they've got a league going on and they're in the midnight, whatever, I know they are all fast. You know, I'm not sitting there saying we're the fastest ones on here because we're not. But we do have some fast guys in here.
10 laps to go.
Yeah. No, which, yes, and that's what I was talking about with Bellevue. Somebody told me Bellevue had said that, and I'm like, man, they don't sound like Bellevue. Because Bellevue's always, you know, Bellevue's not one to give out setups, but he'll give you tips to help your setup.
You got this.
Yeah. And see, I didn't never have a problem with Hyper. I used to race with him every once in a while, but and the league that we first started, which was Attack the Dirt Late Model Series, and it was owned, and I helped operate it, but it was owned by Logan Timothy. And no bad feelings against him. I like the guy. You know, we've had our problems. We squashed it. But I had Kim Clovers and Hyper and the Dean and all them trying out, and they all started, you know, kind of like what somebody else did on here, and started some drama and bullshit, you know, and messaged me and saying they were gonna fuck my wife and all this, and that's where it ended. That's where the friendship ended, because I had respect for all of them, because when I first got this game, I sucked. I mean, I could keep up, but I wasn't competitive, you know what I'm saying? And I had respect for them because they had the good car, you know? And it wanted me to make myself better to where I could be fast and stay with them. But after they started sending messages like that, dude, I lost all respect for all of them. Well, we got one more race, which is Charlotte, and like I said, I'm going to take anywhere from a 2 to 5 week break to get my dirt car ready, and then we'll start back. Right. Well, that's like I said, if you can find me on Facebook, like I said, you know, like just let me know through that or send a message through here.
You talked about the Logan League?
Yeah.
He won the last one I ever broadcast for Logan. For
yeah.
Catfish. Headline filled in for him.
Oh, yeah. I was in that race.
Were you in there? No, I thought you were already separated.
No, I didn't. Yep, that's right, but I'd heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was some fast boys. Yeah.
It's Tyler Knopfsinger. All right, buddy. Yeah, I couldn't cut one that time. I'll still take third. Carter, you need some work there, buddy. But I'm going to jump out of this chat party real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
What is it, Hooker?
We got a cowboy in here.
That's a negative. That's a negative.
Alright, I take that back.
I'm a Mississippi State fan. That's where Dak played college ball.
Oh, we got Michigan State, buddy. Oh,
Mississippi State.
There, pal? How's it going?
Mississippi State.
State. A lot of
Hooker, what you doing?
great people came from that college.
Is she not in this chat party? There she is. Finally.
No, I am. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Been busy.
What you doing? Yeah, like what? Too busy to say hi?
Well, my dad just got out of the hospital. He's been in the ICU. I've been messing with this league crap, working on my dirt track car, going to work, taking care of kids.
Oh, man, you are just overworked.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple months.
Oh, man.
He's not supposed to be outside at home by himself, and while Mama was at work, he decided he was going to go outside and play with my pit bulls that are over there. And it was raining and cold. Fell off the top step of their porch, was a good probably anywhere from 3 to 4 feet from the ground. And
no.
Fell in between the steps in the house, and Mama called him like 40 times. My brother's a doctor in Birmingham. He was like, "We'll call the ambulance." Ambulance got out there. He had been outside for 2 hours in the cold rain, full of mud.
Oh, Jesus
when we were, and I ripped my house apart after. I'm gonna tell you what I did, what happened. But the doctor come in, and they was all like, "We're sending you to Tupelo. You may have infection on your brain, possible heart attack or stroke, broke ankle, concussion." And I lost my shit. Yeah, my dad. I lost my shit. I tore my house apart. I ripped the doors off the walls and everything.
What?
But we get him to Tupelo, and I had to leave work, to go visit with him. Doctor come in. The infection that our local emergency room said was on his brain is not. It's in his sinus cavity, and all it is like a bacterial infection, like a real bad.
God.
Yeah, like a real bad sinus cold.
Man, those fuckers misdiagnosed that? Holy.
Yeah. If he had a heart attack or stroke, it was a very, very minimal one. It didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't big enough to do any kind of damage. His ankle wasn't broke. It just bruised it to the bone. And
Wow.
they're gonna do a CT scan in a couple more weeks and an MRI of his spine and of his head, just because they're thinking. Me and my brother thinks he has dementia, and that's why he's not remembering what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But they're gonna look at his spine and see if he has because what happened, what caused all this is he worked at a lumber yard. We both did, and the forklift driver didn't put the brace boards in the load of wood. So when my dad cut the bands off of it, it was 8x8s that were like 30 foot something long or whatever. Well, when he cut the band off, they all come down on him and crushed him head to toe.
Oh, damn. Holy.
And lucky he was, it didn't kill him. But
Yeah.
in reality, it really did, because like I said, he don't walk the same anymore and whatnot. And he's
Yeah.
going to go through a rehab center now. But like I said, they're going to do a spinal CT of his spine to see if he has a blockage on his spine from the incident or a previous fall that's making his balance off so bad. But the rehab person come in and got him up out of his bed and tried to walk him, and he was really weak and off balance. So he's got to go to a 68-day rehab challenge. And if he don't complete the challenge, then they're putting him in the nursing home.
Really?
Yeah. And he's all down and depressed about that. And, like I said.
Of course.
So this,
It's
I
like
mean,
taking
the
his
ex.
manhood away
Right.
from him.
I mean, he
Yeah.
sits there and cries all the time because he can't go fishing no more, and he
Aw.
can't watch me race and everything else. And he can't play with his grandkids like he wants to. And it's heartbreaking.
Right.
It really is. But I've just been so busy. I've seen your invites and chat invites and everything. I'm not trying to ignore you or anything like that. But it's just been a hell of a fucking year, start of a year.
Yeah, I've had a pretty rough one too, actually. Like, my house was sick for like a week and a half, and then there was a snowstorm, and the kids were out of school for like 3 days, which is fucking unusual for Canada, obviously. Like, we all know this, right? It must have been a bad one. It was. And then after that, my youngest boy, he fucking was fighting with his brother and gave him a big kick and fucking fractured his foot.
Damn.
And yeah. And then so January we were sick, February was the snowstorm, and then the kick, and then so yesterday my older boy fell off his longboard and twisted his ankle so bad that he's home now, and if it gets any worse I have to take him to the hospital, get checked out too. So yeah, it's been quite an eventful year so far.
Yeah. I was in the hospital for about a week myself.
Really? Why?
Yeah. It wasn't the flu, it was a upper respiratory infection and bronchitis.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much a walking zombie. When I went to my emergency room, they was like, you need to follow up with your, doctor. So I go to her that next morning, and she does that little thing on your finger where they test your oxygen levels. Yeah, mine was at 46. I wasn't even breathing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that you still have a sexy voice.
Oh, God.
Right? So there's always light at the end of the tunnel, is what I'm saying.
You're crazy, girl.
I know. Well, I'm here to entertain. That's what I do. That was pretty entertaining, right? Hey, yeah, this is Mrs. Chapman. She's very entertaining too. You should hear the mouth on this woman.
Oh my goodness gracious.
She nasty. I love it. That's her kids, the little fuckers.
Have you been keeping up in my league?
You know what? No, actually.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. I feel the love. No, that's fine.
Wait. No, I sort of have, because I have you on. Hey, what up, Set Free? I have you somewhere. I have on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
That I'm watching the posts. But you were just streaming, and I didn't know you streamed. So if you could send me a message, like, is it just your name, Dak Prescott?
No, it's actually underneath my wife's account for YouTube. But the channel is the Thunder Valley Outlaws.
Thunder Valley.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. All right, I'm gonna look. How are you today?
Good, how y'all?
But
Not too bad.
no disrespect, Hooker, but I've got some guys in that other lobby I was in when I seen your invite that I'm trying out for this league.
Okay, wait. Just tell me what is it? The something Thunder Valley Outlaws?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll try and catch an episode, and I'll comment
Alrighty.
from there. So have a nice day. Thanks for joining
Y'all
us.
too. No problem.
Good luck.
Thank you.